Okay, so we go to my home country, which is the United States. Now, the playlist for this one will be like the longest because I'm including every 50 states, like all 50 states. So yeah. Okay. Seeing Santa Claus. Oh wait. Before I start, I want to say the traditions actually depend on the family, because each family has a different Christmas tradition. So yeah. Anyway, seeing Santa Claus. Many families have long held the tradition of sending out cookies and milk for Santa on Christmas Eve. The origins aren't entirely known, but like Santa himself, it could be a blend of traditions adopted from other countries or a marketing ploy by the dairy industry. Either way, it's one way kids can show their appreciation for the big man in the red suit making his rounds in one magical night. Okay. Decorating evergreen trees with lights and ornaments dates back to the medieval tradition of staging plays on Christmas Eve to tell the story of Adam and Eve, which often feature a tree of paradise decorated with apples. In the U.S., the annual Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting in New York City is broadcast live on television. It's practically a holiday all its own. The National Christmas Tree lighting on the ellipse near the White House in Washington, D.C. is another crowd pleaser. Most Americans buy cut Fraser fir, balsam fir, or white spruce trees from temporary tree lots or local farms to grace their living rooms. The U.S. Department of Agriculture even offers permits for those who want to venture into their nearby national forest and cut their Christmas tree. Okay, so this next one my family doesn't do. So yeah. Amid all the Santa decorations, it can be easy to forget that Christmas is primarily a celebration of the birth of Jesus. For many Americans, attending Christmas Mass is a joyous part of the holiday. Christmas Eve Mass is especially popular among those with young families because it frees up Christmas Day for gift giving and celebratory gatherings. Gathering for a traditional Christmas dinner. Prime rib is a traditionally popular dish, often served with sides like roast potatoes and winter vegetables. In the South, you might see a country ham on the Christmas table. You might see bebinca, a doughy coconut rice flour cake in Filipino households, tamales on Mexican-American tables, or roast duck at Chinese Christmas gatherings, hanging Christmas stockings. For 2 centuries, stockings, first actual ones, now ornate replicas, have been receptacles for small gifts or candy, while the bigger Christmas swag can be found under the tree. We always receive fruits and candy in our stockings, at least in my family. Also, we don't have a chimney, so we just hang our stocking near our coats. There's a canon of Christmas movies that is nearly as sacred to Americans as the holiday itself. Afford some precious downtime during the holidays, gathering around the warm glow of the TV to watch movies together is a solid tradition, although the choice of film may vary. To some, Christmas movies are in the eye of the beholder. Sorry guys. Okay. To some, Christmas movies are in the eye of the beholder. The 1983 comedy Trading Places spends the entire holiday season. Another more modern take on a holiday story is the Brit-produced Love Actually. Perhaps most bafflingly endearing of all is the tradition of watching Die Hard, the endlessly quotable Bruce Willis action film set around an office party in a high-rise hotel building. Now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho. And before you ask, The Nightmare Before Christmas is both a Halloween and Christmas movie. Watch. Is The Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween or Christmas movie? Top comment, yes.
Alexis,
What?
I'm going up Aunt Mary's and see if I can hook up a TV for her. My mom's asleep.
Okay. Christians view Jesus as the light of the world, and the anniversary of his birth was heralded by lighting candles long before the invention of electric lights. Edward Johnson, a friend of Thomas Edison, was credited with creating the first string of Christmas lights in 1882. And Americans have been using color lights to decorate their homes ever since. Coastal cities like Key West, Florida, and Annapolis, Maryland, celebrate the season with lighted boat parades, while New Mexico communities like Taos, Santa Fe, and Albuquerque host holiday evening strolls on pathways lined with candle-filled luminarias or farolitos. Some German-American families hide a pickle in their Christmas tree. The person who finds it owns the right to open the first gift under a tradition known as
Weihnachtsgurke.
literally Christmas Eve cucumber. This tradition, based on a fictitious German tradition, but originated in America, proves that ours is a land of good storytelling, welcoming the elf on the shelf. The Christmas tradition started in 2005 with the publication of Elf on the Shelf, a Christmas tradition by Carol
Eberswald.
and her twin daughters
Chanda.
Belle and Krista Pitts. The book features a scout elf who flies back to the North Pole every night to report to Santa and then returns to a new spot for children to discover the following day. Celebrating regional Christmas traditions. In New Britain, Connecticut, the Little Poland celebration includes
Pierogis.
and
Kielbasa.
for the holiday meals. In Louisiana's Cajun country, bonfires are lit atop levees on Christmas Eve to guide Papa Noel, while New Orleans celebrates with an annual parade by the crew of Jingle. So, yeah.